Hi, and welcome back to Fishing with David Pyle. It's March 4th, 2017, and I'm on the Willamette River today, filming my second video in a series of salmon fishing. Last time, I was in the Columbia River, and I covered what gear to use, how to rig a herring, and how to get your gear into the strike zone. Today, I want to cover when it's appropriate to pick up your pole when you have a fish on. Okay, the primary focus today is when you get a takedown, how do you manage that rod? And the first thing that comes out of my mouth with people in my boat is wait. That doesn't mean I always follow that, because sometimes your adrenaline's going and you just get caught off guard and you're like, oh, fish, and you go pick it up. But 9 times out of 10, you got a good chance of pulling that hook straight out of his mouth. So if you could think about a fish coming up, and here's the herring, and he comes up with his mouth and he hits that line, he's still facing the hooks, and what your goal is for that fish to turn, and that way when you do set the hook, it's going to hit him right in the side of the mouth, versus if he's still just munching on it and you go pull your rod out of the water, you're going to pull that hook straight out of his mouth a lot of times. So you'll hear guides tell you to wait. You'll hear it come out of my mouth. Like I said, I don't always execute it perfectly, but I'm pretty good about it. And it's not, as my friend Juan would say, get it. It's wait. So remember, always remember that, and have some patience with these fish, because they're munching on that piece of bait. They're not taking it down in one gulp and swallowing it. It's going to take a few bites to get it. So I'll show some samples. Some from the Willamette River, I'll show some from buoy 10, some from the ocean, and you'll see what takedowns look like. A second piece of this is, I leave not only my rod in the water, but I'll leave my other rods in the water, especially during the takedown. And if I know I can manage that fish with other rods in the water, there's other fish around. They don't swim by themselves, they swim together. So by leaving your other rods in the water and continuing to fish, you got a good chance of getting a double. Well, let's not say a great chance. At buoy 10 in the ocean, you got a good chance. Here, there is a chance. Okay, the video I'm about to show you is here on the Willamette River, down by the mill. I've got a fish on here. Seems to be running, so I'm going to pull it out of the rod holder. It's April 21st, 2016. Okay, the second takedown I want to show you happened at buoy 10. I was out with my friends Juan and Farron on their boat at buoy 10. And you'll see we ended up with a double on this. And this wasn't a matter of just waiting that got us the double. It actually happened about the same time. Third takedown I want to show you happened at Garibaldi, and it's a pretty typical takedown of Chinook salmon. It just hammered it. Okay, in this takedown, we were in the ocean. I was quite startled to hear a hit, and I turned around, looked at the rod, and there was no fish there. So I waited and waited patiently, which is what you have to do, because that fish is going to come back. You just have to be patient. And sure enough, I waited it out, fish came back, boom, we hooked it, landed it, and it was game on. This takedown happened at buoy 10. I had 4 people on my boat, and my buddy Shinya was fishing in the front of the boat and hooked a fish. And as he was coming to the back of the boat, as it turned out, we had a second rod go down. So this is one for being patient and leaving your gear in the water. So there you have it. When you get a fish that takes down, number one, wait. Can't say that enough. And just try to maintain some composure. I know your heart rate's going up and it's exciting because you've been waiting all day and all of a sudden something happens. You even forgot you were fishing until maybe you heard a zip, zip, zip on the line. Leave the gear in the water. Don't all of a sudden rip up all your lines while that rod is having its takedown. There might be other fish around, and hopefully you get a double out of the deal. You just never know. And number three, don't pull it out of the rod holder until that fish is pointed the other direction and he's running with it. Because if he's still facing you and you pull the rod out of the rod holder and try to set the hook, you're likely going to pull it square out of his mouth instead of having him turn and those hooks bearing in the side of his cheek. So that's what I have for you today. See you next time on Fishing with David Pyle.